Hey everybody, on this video I'm going to do a quick repair of my Hydro Thunder seat. The spring has been broken, it hasn't been working, and it doesn't ever really lock into place easily. I thought it was just something I was going to deal with, but I found the spring on eBay pretty cheap. So without too much intro here, let's just dive right into it. I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance about all the noise. I've got a fan here and a fan behind me, but here's the problem. This, ever since I got it, can just move around like that. It just goes back and forth. I'll show you the front real quick. So underneath here is where the locking mechanism is, and there's no spring left to it. It kind of feels rough altogether. Hopefully this is fixable, but once it's locked into place manually, it does stay, so that's good. But eventually, it vibrates loose, and then the seat can just move back and forth. So what I'm gonna do today while it's raining and it's actually kind of cool in here, I'm gonna unbolt or take off all these security screws, take the seat off, and see if I can replace this spring, which is, where is that spring? Here's the little spring. Hopefully it'll be easy to get on there. The hardest part is getting the seat off, unhooking the subwoofer and everything else, but let's do it really quick while it's not 1,000 degrees in my garage. I think it's only 75, so here we go. I'm gonna tilt the seat back, find this connection that's down here, somewhere down here. So I might actually have to undo the base of the cabinet really quick too. Thought this would be easy, but apparently not. I'll just slide this back. Should be able to see that connection now. There she is. Very simple to unplug it, and then now I just gotta fish it up through, and then getting it back down, there's always the hard part though. Put this here. Should be able to get it up through here now pretty easily. Okay, so that's loose. I'll lift this off and put it aside. Now these bolts have to come out so I can move this plate. Pretty easy. Okay, once these are off, as far as I know, you just kind of lift it, turn it. Oh, I gotta get off that one, there we go. And it reveals, hopefully you can see that, a broken spring. So now that I know the spring is just broken, I'm gonna get it out of here, like so. Very easy. I think the hardest part is actually gonna be getting the spring on. It's under a lot of tension, it's really stiff, but I think I'm gonna use a screwdriver to get it on there. Had to find that little hole where it goes, and then this part, if you could see it, oh, you can't see it with that much light, this part of the spring is going to hook into that little hole there. Let me zoom in really quick. So it's going to be that middle hole there for the spring to connect to, not these other ones. So it's a pretty good reach. I'm going to see if I can use a screwdriver to kind of wedge it in there. Oh, that's got a ways to go. I better at least do that. So. All right, this should be interesting. Let's not break the spring right away, that would be good. In fact, maybe I better do it the other way. Put it in here first. Yeah, put the spring in this part first. So far the hardest part is getting this hooked in to go in this hole here. It's at a weird angle and you can't really move it around much because of all the, everything's flat underneath it. All right, after fighting with this thing for a solid probably 15 minutes, I finally figured out how to get
just that little bit right here, that end of the spring into the hole. It was definitely a monkey trying to use a computer moment, but I got it figured out. So now I just have to get the other side of the spring into the hole up here, which I think will be easier because I'm going to use the screwdriver to pry it up in there. Okay, I say it's going to be easier, but it probably won't be, so I'm just going to fiddle with it and come back and show you guys.
All right, quick interruption. A lot of time passed in between this part of the video and the next. This spring was a huge pain. Trying to figure it out was a huge pain. It would have been a lot easier to have another set of hands, but I realized that way too late.
All right, I'm going to call this good. It's not moving when I push on it or move it around, so for fear of breaking it, I'm just going to put it back together. Let's hope everything's in its place still. This part's a little tricky because these bolts actually are sitting, oh boy. These bolts are sitting below it, kind of, and they can get out of position, and you got to try to work them back into position. So this could be fun for a while too. Okay, so this bolt has a square head on it, I guess, I believe it's like a carriage bolt style. And it had fallen through, so I got it back up. Try to line it up. Since this one's the problem one, let's do this one first. Okay. All right, we're getting there. Hopefully. One side's good. Where is this other side at, though? Okay, all 4 bolts are kind of threaded at least. That took way too long. Sorry I didn't record a lot of it because I was cussing half the time. Let's just keep going. Let's at least get this stupid thing tightened down really quick. Okay, now it's time to get the seat back on here and get that wire threaded down through. This is not on there properly right now, but I just want to get this wire in there. Gotta be careful with that wire. Jeez, now I know why my dad cussed so much while he was fixing stuff. This is ridiculous. All right, there it is. And it's on there. Hey, it only took 50 minutes and about a gallon of sweat, even though it's cool out here, right? All right, so it's got to plug this thing back in really quickly. I believe it's this way. All right, I tested the subwoofer. It is working just fine. So I'm gonna put these back on. First one, kind of got to lift it up a little bit. So it's now working a whole lot better. Just pull it back, it locks into place. It's a little rough sounding. I probably should have greased it, but didn't think of that at the time. And with how much trouble I had getting it on there, no interest in doing it again. But now I can push and pull on the seat. It is not going to move at all. Locked into place now.
All right, that's all for this one. I couldn't help but laugh while editing this video. What started off as what was gonna be an easy, quick fix. I was gonna run out in the garage, get it done while it was cool. Ended up being out there for over an hour, ended up sweating like crazy. I guess the humidity didn't make it very cool, that's for sure. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I know I don't have a whole lot of content coming out lately, so when I decided I was gonna do this, I said I'm gonna record it, gonna make it a video. Hopefully you got some laughs at me bumbling around out there trying to figure it out. I probably edited out a good 30 seconds of me complaining and cussing at this thing, but it's all fixed now. It works really well. I really wanted that to be fixed because anytime I sat down and put any kind of pressure on the steering wheel with my hands, the seat would move around. Even if I would lock it into place manually, it would eventually just slip out and I'd end up moving all around again. So a $15 fix with a little bit of elbow grease and we're back. And another improvement to the Hydro Thunder cabinet is finished. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I don't always do arcade stuff. Hopefully I will do more arcade stuff in the future. Real arcade stuff, that is. Otherwise, I do a lot of arcade 1-up mods, gameplay videos. So if you're just finding this, please consider subscribing for more or just take a look around on the channel. Let's see if you like anything here. And until next time, I'll see you guys on the next video.